Hi, Pep. Phil Foden and Mateo Kovacic were back in training this morning. Are they available for tomorrow night?
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
Maybe a few minutes, Kova, but I don't think so. But it's nice to have them back here to the team and the training sessions, and of course travel with us.
Questions, please, guys.
Hi, Pep. Are you able to say about Nathan Ake and Akanji when they might be available again?
I don't know yet. Nathan will be longer than Manu, but I don't know.
Is it weeks maybe then, rather than a couple of games? And so what challenges will that give you yet again in your defence?
The same like we had in the last month. Nothing changed.
You're very good at reading your team and your players and how they're doing. Are you happy with where they're at in terms of their attitude and the sort of approach and how they're playing?
Yeah, I love them. We can be better. We can do better, obviously, in terms of results. We have to find something inside of all of us to get the results, but I'm not the right person to say any wrong words about the team for what they help us to experience all for many years. But of course, we have to perform well, do it well again. And these next 2 weeks is really, really important.
Sure.
Pep, so what do you feel about the state of play in the group? What do you think you will need? Is it possible that you might need to win all 3, do you think?
Right now, no, I'm thinking, I said many times last days, we are not in the position when you had the results the last 7-8 games to talk about win games and win games in plural. So we have to win game and not to see what happens in the next one. But of course, we are in a position like we don't win against Feyenoord, especially, of course, the first game against Inter always. We played to win the game for the chances that we had. Unfortunately, it was a draw. And with these 4 points that we don't have, we have two difficult games in Turin, in Paris, and the last game at home. And we have to take points to qualify. And after we see.
And what do you make of Juventus, who've obviously had difficulties of their own this season?
Well, Juve is Juve. In Italy, the best team, historical team. They used to play with a lot of pressure, and the quality is there. Thiago, you see what he's trying to do. You see where he's going to go, make an incredible job in Bologna. And it's a question of time, but they have incredible variations in his play. The mindset or the way they want to play is there. But of course, all the managers need time, to settle. Hopefully, this Juventus board can give it to him this time to create what you want to do. And we'll be happy to see him tomorrow.
Chat.
Hi, Pep. Obviously, it's been a difficult few weeks. Can you see a change in fortunes coming in results, or is that purely because of the injuries? Can you see things getting any better in the next few weeks?
No, the team is good. Of course, we have injuries for the problem to rotate the team to give rest. That is a problem. The problem especially is we had most important injuries in the same department. Department is the same position, the central defenders. That is sometimes it's difficult, but the team is good. So at the end, we punish ourselves for many games. Like we make a mistake, that we have to avoid it. So I don't blame. Absolutely, the situation is a situation, but life is like this, and we have to do better with the players that we have in terms of results, because at the end we concede not in particular a player that will be easy. It's a group, it's in general that we miss a lot of things that didn't help us to get the results.
You said about the sort of punishing yourselves there. With the mistakes, are those just unexplainable mistakes, the sort of things that just happen in
What you
football?
have to do is come back. What will save us is the way we play. A mistake is consequences because we are not playing in the way we have to play. And the way we have to play is so simple. You have to play so simple. Our strength is the ball. Our strength in this success 8-9 years was we run like desperate team. When we didn't have the ball, we don't have the ball, and with the ball is being incredible patient. and let them run and don't make an incredible. And now we are in a moment that we attack so quick and we do a lot of things not in the right tempo, that we lose the balls, and after we concede a lot of transitions. And with that, any team is better than us. It's better. So you have to be so simple and basic to what we are as a team. We're built and that confident that is come back for the simple things. Just have the ball and pass the ball in the easy made, in the right feet, in the right foot, in the right tempo. The simple things do it better. And after that, you will get the confidence, because you cannot imagine how you regain the confidence when you make an extra 1,000 million passes and you are involved in the game, you are involved all together. That helps us to be who we are. And of course we adjust some things mentally now how to do it, but the way we want to play is not going to be changed for obvious reasons, because our success was there. And I know when we are able to do it, we are able to play good even in the situations that we have in the last month.
Joe.
Hi Pep, on that, you've got a lot of players who are probably being forced to play a bit more than you would like. Is it just that there are players being overworked at the same time, and maybe it's a mental thing as well?
No, it's not a mental thing. It's about to do the simple things better. It's not the mental. They are professionals. Always I will not forget that period, what Rico has done for us, like Josko has done for us, like Bernardo, Gundogan, and Erling Haaland. So playing all the minutes during the toughest period and the strength and the going there. And this I will not forget, because they are there. And I admire them and appreciate a lot. And now it's step by step. The other guys come back a little bit and join the team. And as much we are all together, we'll be a stronger team.
Last two in English, guys, before we take Italian. Simon?
What have you learnt about your players, and what have you learnt about yourself during this period?
I'm trying to find the solutions in the terms of get results with the team, and as I ask him, is give the players back. But in the meantime, I love to be in that position, and I would prefer them be. But it's always I take that situation like it was perfect. It's like always I felt like a privilege. So that isn't real. When you win 6 to 7 Premier Leagues or Champions League or 4 in a row, that is not normal. This is exceptional. I take it as exceptional. And I take it like how good we are or how good everything is happened. That is not about that. So we won that. No team has done it. And many we have all the records in ever. That is exceptional. So always when it's exceptional as well, now it's going to have. You have to find the balance and come back on track. And track is win one game and in another one, and be competitive in many things, and feel that it's not what I have to do, what I have to do to help the team to win games. And there is a lot of aspects of that. And I have full confidence. Even the results from now on in the future will be even worse. The confidence of my team is undeniable. The confidence of my team is always there, because they give me the privilege after 9 years sitting here, being in this they give us. And the problems is there, it's fine results, in the situations uncomfortable, but it's not the first team in the world. They have problems in injuries, not the first team in the world that they have bad periods. So okay, we have to face the problems in the terms of results and go for it.
It's Paul in the middle before we take Italian, please, guys.
Hi, Pep. You said a minute ago that your players are playing a lot of minutes, that the obviously results have been up and down. How do you assess their own confidence levels at the moment, the players?
The confidence regaining past the ball is a simple thing, and you make listen, confidence in a game is you have 1 or 2 or 3 actions in one game, and the actions are good, you have the confidence. Confidence is not, you have to have confidence. It's not about that. Is I have an action, defensive, offensive, I win that duel, I have the ball, simple things, 2 or 3 simple things, I do it. I have the confidence. So at the end, the people believe it's so difficult. No, it's not difficult. You have to do the simple things, go to the end, you lose the ball, come back in the simple things and do it. I don't ask the actions from Cristiano Ronaldo, Lionel Messi. I don't ask these kind of actions. They are unique. They have to do what they are good. And it is from here, even if it's in the bottom, from here we are going to build a step by step, like we want to do. We want to be as a team that we have been for many years in the last decade in England and in Europe.
Someone to start in Italian, please, guys. Yeah.
Buonasera, Alessandra D'Angio, Rai Sport. Lei dice che dovete tornare ad essere la squadra che eravate. Le chiedo invece se, vista da fuori, si aspettava che per la Juventus fosse così difficile diventare la squadra che vuole essere.
Non so che detto, direi. Sì, che è vero che lottiamo per tornare a essere quella squadra che abbiamo stato, ma dopo 8 anni, 9 anni stando lassù, qualche periodaccio, un po' mese brutto, uno lo può tenere, se non c'è dubbio che torneremo a essere quello che abbiamo stato. So che siamo giudicati in tutti i campionati del mondo per i risultati, ma conosco la mia gente, la società, e piano piano il fatto della Juve mi permette di non dare commento perché sono lontano, ho visto queste ultime 3-4 giorni partite, un po' il segno che ce l'hanno, e mi sembra che stanno nella buona strada per il tempo. E non è facile arrivare a un posto e inserire tutte le cose nuove e l'obbligo che la Juventus, Milan, Inter, Napoli, le squadre tutti sappiamo dell'assù, riesce immediatamente a riuscire a fare da quello. A volte si ha bisogno un po' più di tempo, quindi io il primo anno nel Manchester neanche vinto né un titolo, quindi mi hanno dato pazienza e poi la storia dopo si racconta da sola.
Next question, guys.
Buonasera, Emanuele Gamba da Repubblica. Volevo chiederle per lei personalmente cosa significa questo periodo. Lei è abituato a squadre che funzionavano e che vincevano molto. Come sta vivendo e cosa sta imparando da questo che forse è il periodo più difficile della sua carriera da allenatore?
Preferisco non imparare niente di queste cose, preferisci non essere qui, la verità. Lo prendo, come ho detto prima al tuo collega inglese, lo prendo come una normalità, perché queste cose succedono, perché l'eccezionale è vincere 11 campionato di 14 nella carriera di un allenatore, questo lo direi strano. Normale a volte ce l'hai 5-6 un mese, che in mese sono 5-6-7 partite, per differente ragione succede. Io l'ho detto tante volte in Inghilterra di che prima o poi questo doveva succedere. Dopo vincere 4 campionati di fila o 6 di 7, e in Inghilterra a volte queste cose possono accadere. Tu riesci a uscire di questa situazione più veloce, a volte hai bisogno un po' più di tempo, ma domani, dopodomani, dipende dal risultato, uscirà il sole ancora. Non so in Manchester, ma mi auguro a Torino, e dobbiamo andare avanti, quindi non c'è un'altra. Se lo prendo come una assoluta normalità che succede in tutte le squadre, con tutti gli allenatori, con tutti i giocatori del mondo. Lo eccezionale è lo altro, quello che sembra che dobbiamo vincere il triplete ogni anno, e questo non è così.
Last question, guys. Anyone? Yeah, thank you.
Buonasera, Filippo Cornacchia, la Gazzetta dello Sport. No, le volevo chiedere, in Italia, nonostante i risultati negativi del City, nessuno si fida del City, nessuno si fida di Guardiola, cioè nessuno si fida di trovare un Pep Guardiola che è in difficoltà e un Manchester City in difficoltà. Lei si fida di tutti questi pareggi della Juve?
No, mai. Anche se venisse qua con 10 vittorie a file e la Juventus sta in un brutto momento, non mi fiderei. Non mi ho fidato mai di un opponente, sia la Juventus sia qualsiasi altra squadra. È una gara che si deve giocare, sapere quello che fanno, le sue potenzialità, sapere che dobbiamo fare o che diciamo che siamo noi. Quello che ho imparato, o penso che io come allenatore, se fossi giocatore di questa squadra, punterei soltanto a noi. Ho un grandissimo rispetto per la Juventus, devo analizzarlo, devo parlare ai giocatori che sono, che immagino faranno, ma queste ultime settimane stiamo parlando di noi. perché è l'unica maniera di uscire in questa situazione. Adesso è una questione nostra, no? Con tutto il rispetto della Juventus, qualsiasi delle squadre che ci hanno vinto nel passato recente, dobbiamo guardarci a noi che dobbiamo fare per battere non soltanto la Juventus, ma le squadre che dobbiamo giocare nelle prossime settimane.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Ciao.
Ruben, it's a big week you've got coming up with Juventus and then Manchester United, but you've got to focus on tomorrow night first, right?
Yeah, very well said. One at a time. Next one is the big deal, and obviously a tough one, and very important for us.
City have conceded 22 goals in the last 9 matches. That's very unlike you, isn't it?
Yeah, most definitely. But I guess that's football. That's life. Sometimes you have different obstacles you don't really expect, and you have only one way to move forward, which is to believe in yourself, be persistent, and see the light.
Yeah.
Hi, Ruben. Can you put into words when there is such disruption in the defence and players are out, players are in, it's constantly changing, even for players at the level of Manchester City, how disruptive that is?
Yeah, obviously it doesn't make the job any easier, and it is disruptive, people coming in now, injuries, but I focus mainly on the way to move forward, and that's the one thing that concerns my mind. When I go home, whatever happens, it's the only thing that stays in my mind for a while, which is how are we going to move forward, and our ways to stick together, whatever people throw at us and whatever difficulties might come, because football is about that as much as life is. And yeah, of course it's not an easy period, and we used to be on a very in very different situations, but this is football, and maybe a bit different, a bit less, a bit more. In the past it has already happened to us. Even I remember now the treble season, even last season we had a tough period at some point, and this is the time in which you show character, in which you show who you are. I've always believed that in the most difficult moments in life you show your true colours, and this is one of them.
Can you talk to us a little bit about the character that the manager is showing at the moment? He's just been talking to us about keeping it simple and doing the basics. How has he been, his character?
Well, he's right alongside us, and I think I didn't hear the press conference, but if he said those words, I truly believe in them, that it's the time for that, and it's the time to stick together as a team. Keep believing in our process, because our process has done some magic over the years, and it's the time to stay strong. Back to basics.
Paul in the middle, please.
Hi, Ruben. In one of the documentaries, I think it was the treble season, there was a video clip of you talking to the dressing room, trying to G them up before an important match. Obviously, you're a leader in this squad, part of the leadership group. Have you taken it upon yourself in this difficult period to talk to the players, to try and get that confidence level back up again?
Yeah, but I guess we all do in a way. Obviously, some are more genuine about it in terms of their way of being. But it's mostly in times like this, or even in any circumstance, there's always a time in which words mean something and they should be said. And I think we do a good job between our leaders and assessing the moments in which those words need to come out. So yeah, obviously those moments are important as well, because at the end of the day, we're a team, we're a group of players, but we're a family. And in a family, we need to stick together. We need to run for a reason. And it's about keeping that reason very much alive.
Cool. Hi, Ruben. You've just spoken about the sort of the mentality and stuff, and that you need to find a way to fix it. Have you identified as a squad what you can do to fix things?
Well, Well, our way has always been the same. If we're on a good level, no one can stop us. Obviously, we have people out, people coming in, and then injuries happening. But we know that if we have everyone available, and even with not everyone available, if we find our rhythm, we can be very, very dangerous. So, in this circumstance, in this moment of time, of course, and with the team we have, I believe that more than anything else, it's just about keep on believing in ourselves. Keep the strength, keep the focus on what's ahead. Don't get dragged by whatever happened, and we'll find it.
Simon.
Hi Ruben, after what you've achieved over the last 6-7 years, obviously all great teams come to an end. As somebody who's part of the dressing room, how does it feel to hear people on the outside say, well, maybe this is the end for what has been a great Manchester City team?
Well, isn't that the beauty of all of it, I guess? The fact that people are wondering about it. And once again, we have another occasion to show up and do what we do. Football is just that. Doesn't really matter how much you've accomplished in the past or how much you're going to accomplish. You're always going to be demanded more, and you're always going to demand more of yourself, and you're always going to want more as well. And as long as your legs allow you, that's what you want to strive for. Keep on pushing yourself as a team, as a club, as an individual. And the fact that people doubt is the one thing as well that brings you strength, is the one thing that inspires you to be greater and greater. Now we're talking about obviously winning, and winning tomorrow is the main focus, but in a way we talk about our legacy. This is our legacy, more than obviously the treble, the 4 in a row, all of it, it's spectacular, but I do believe that the one thing that defines a legacy is how you've reacted on the most difficult moment of your career. I'm a true believer of those moments being the ones that define you. So we embrace the difficult moments, because those are the ones that maybe I personally will for sure remember one day later.
Take some questions from Italian media, please. Ruben will reply in English. Any questions, guys? Raise hands. Yeah, please. Back.
Almost
Thank
done.
you. Nearly.
What is it? Italian?
Yeah. Yeah, turn the headset.
Buonasera, Nicola Balice, La Stampa. Una domanda su quello che sarà il tuo avversario diretto, su Dusan Vlahovic, come immagini questa sfida e anche nel confronto con Haaland, quali sono le differenze tra i due giocatori? Grazie.
Well, first of all, I'm not going to be comparing players here. I think it's not the player, so I'm not even the person that should be doing so. But yeah, it's not about him alone. Obviously, it's about what they can do as a team, and they can be a very dangerous team. We're very aware, and we know the challenge we're up against. Like I've said before, it's a time, obviously, to recognize what's in front of us, but more than anything else, focus on ourselves, because we know that if any close to our best level, we can win.
The gentleman there, please. Perfect, thank you.
Buonasera. Filippo Cornacchia, la Gazzetta dello Sport. Lei in nazionale gioca con Francisco Conceição. In Italia ha un po' stupito Francisco Conceição, perché non si aspettavano tutti che avesse subito un impatto così. Volevo capire cosa ha detto ai suoi colleghi di difesa per la gestione di Conceição, che già in Champions, anche in campionato, spesso è stato il pericolo numero 1 della Juventus con i suoi dribbling. Ecco, se ha dato qualche avvertimento ai suoi compagni di reparto.
So you're asking me if I gave any warning to my team because of him? First of all, it was a surprise to you guys. It was not a surprise to me. I know how good he is, and he's really good. And obviously, I think there's a good understanding in our dressing room of how good individually Juventus players are and how dangerous they can be. So obviously, he's a very strong individuality, like many others Juve has, and we know what we're up against. So yeah.